last video, we explained about food chains and food webs. And also, we talked a little bit about what happens to energy as it passes from one animal to the other. Today, we'll get more in depth on how energy is transferred from one animal to the other. Ecologists are the scientists who study about how much energy is being transferred from one trophic level to the next. So as you can see, I have 1 cup of rice in front of me. This 1 cup of rice would represent the first trophic level, which would be the producers. Unlike the consumers, the producers can make their own food from the sunlight and can use water and CO2. When a herbivore, which is the second trophic level, when they eat the plant, they get all of the energy the plant made. When they eat this energy, 90% of it is being used by running, breathing, blinking, etc. And 10% of it left is retained. Ecologists call this the 10 percentile rule, which basically means that 90% out of 100% is being used away by regular things, and the other 10% is being retained. So in front of me, I have 1 cup of rice. This 1 cup of rice will represent the first trophic layer, which is the producers. So I'll take this, and I'll stick it over here. Now, the producers being eaten by the herbivore or the primary consumer. So we'll be giving this rice to the primary consumer. Now, as you can see, while I was pouring rice into this cup, you saw that some rice grains fell off. This represents the amount of energy that is being lost. So this 2/3 cup would represent the primary consumers, or the second trophic level. Now we'll be moving on to the third trophic level, which is omnivores, or the secondary consumers. Now I'll be using 1/2 cup, and I'll be pouring this rice in it, which basically means the omnivore is eating the herbivore. Omnivores can both eat plants and can both eat meat. So this is the amount of energy an omnivore gets. And as you can tell, more and more rice fell, which basically means more and more energy is being lost as it is transferring through animal and animal. This would be the third trophic level, or also known as the omnivores and secondary consumers. Now we'll be moving on to the fourth trophic level, which is the carnivores. The carnivores only eat meat. They don't eat any plant-based or vegetarian food. This is 1/3 cup. We did not have anything like this because we couldn't find this type of spoon. So this is also a 1/3 cup. So we'll just be using this. And then we'll be pouring our rice in the 1/3 cup. So the fourth trophic level is known as the carnivores. The fourth trophic level are the carnivores, and these carnivores are also known as terrestrial consumers. Now we'll be pouring this 1/3 cup into our 1/4 cup. As you can see, we have 1/4 cup filled. The 1/4 cup represents another carnivore, but this time it's at the top. It's called the apex predator, and it's the 5th trophic level. And it doesn't have any other animals eating it, so it is at the top of its food chain. Now, as you can see, In the first trophic level, or the producers, this is the amount of energy it can retain. In the second trophic level, also known as the herbivores slash primary consumers, this would be the amount of energy it retained. And for the third trophic level, also known as the secondary consumers, which is omnivores, this is the amount of energy it can retain. For the fourth trophic level, also known as carnivores, terrestrial consumers, amount of energy that is retained. And a fifth trophic level, even though it looks like it has more energy, we didn't even count the amount it will be able to retain. This is the amount of energy it gets after eating the food. And it will lose most of it by doing regular emotional things like running, breathing, blinking, etc. Now let's create an energy pyramid. We are going to be pouring the rice into the jars, and we'll be stacking the highest amount of energy retained on the bottom and the lowest amount on the top. Let's get into it. This says the first trophic level. We know that the producer is the first trophic level, so we will be pouring that into the jar. Okay. This is what we have. Next, we'll be pouring it into the other jar. And we'll be stacking them on top of each other. This is the third trophic level, so we'll be putting it there. And then we'll be moving on to the fourth. So because all the other ones only have 10% of their energy retained, I will be pouring this onto the floor until it's somewhat 10%. So this is the amount of energy retained in each level, in each trophic level. And I'll turn it around so you guys can see better. To conclude this demonstration, the rice in the bottom of the energy pyramid has the most amount of energy retained, while at the top it has the least amount of energy retained. As per ecologists, they believe that the organisms can only retain 10% of the energy they have, and 90% of that energy they got is mostly used by running, breathing, blinking, etc.